Welcome to another Thursday night Bible study, brought to you as a ministry of SIGBC.
Today we continue our discussion on the subject that we started last Thursday night, which is on the subject of be loving. Now, last week we looked a little bit at 1 Peter chapter 4 verses 8 through 10. And so this week I thought we'd look a little bit more in depth at that particular passage and try to understand really the implications from the original language as to what God intends when he expects of us an attitude of always being loving. Now, the passage read, above all, love each other deeply, because love covers a multitude of sins. And we talked about the idea that if we are truly loving, the covers a multitude of sins aspect of it, although subject to a number of different potential interpretations, cover a multitude of sins, probably has more to do with us being able to overlook the wrong that others have done or might be doing if we are truly loving toward them. And so the passage is, above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. Now, let's look individually, shall we? Because the concept, at least in the translation that we're looking at, above all, depending on what translation you're using, is translated a bit differently, because it actually comes from two different Greek words, pas, and the word pro literally means before, or maybe something to the front of, or even something that is superior to, and pas means literally all things, everything, everything else that there is, each one, any, and everything. So the idea that Peter is trying to communicate here, I think, is that at the front of everything else is this command. The reason Peter would be saying that is, of course, that Jesus' most frequently repeated command was that disciples love one another, and in humility they strive to serve one another. And so Peter, understanding this, is the number one thing you should be doing is striving to love one another. The word love, everybody knows, imagine that the most commonly used words in the Bible are agape, agapao, and phileo. And phileo, love, meaning that brotherly affection that we feel toward one another, that attitude of friendship that we feel toward one another. And agape has more to do with, is often described by theologians, a kind of self-sacrificial. Literally, the word agape is love feast, reflecting affection and benevolence. The coexisting components of love are the emotional, that is the affection. The action is the benevolence, results from heartfelt emotional attachment or sincerely felt sense of affection. In other words, there's no such thing as separating the emotional from the or the internal from the external, or the from the action results from that heart. Interestingly, the word love has to do with the act of enjoying being together over food. And so it is a prepares food for her children because she gradually does that, because it's an act of love, an act of caring for her children. And agape love is always emotion always is an affection and a benevolence, in other words. And Peter here, above everything else might be expected to do, remember that heartfelt action results in benevolent and actions. We therefore do. Now, obvious feeling the basis of our action, duty, obedience are basis for our actions. But since one of God is we love Him, we love one, then our feelings follow the man that we love and love. I couple of occasions asked for the more recent song, how good God has. Sing a song that acts in how good God has been. Rather than it's not, it's natural. You will come and recognize the good God in one's son. Well, else love one. And the work at here, the Utah and the Utah, each other, the two were among yourself or literal word or and the Utah, any kind of self, herself, themselves. So base leader is what's important. Heart or for each. This thing each idea one another in this. It has among your. In other words, I love and you, and it's easy to know you are easy when you others are being to you. It is not just for love, not the big kind, not the big benevolence. This is an of that to one message be able to when we that sensation to or one other else. It's a quietly of each word is translated deep, fall deep, literally. See, earn his servant of love. Oh. Let's talk about the idea of in about the seminar on one of the about marriage is based off and marriage is important. Yes, it really is great of in soul. But feeling of that the most urges upon urges trauma. It is due to constant of so strong
Thank you for listening. You can also join us in person or live on Facebook every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Japan time. This has been a ministry of Sakahogi International Grace Baptist Church.